legendary Indigo, Prodigy, and y'all dipping fat is unacceptable.
Can you give us an example of who dips fat?
Besides the actual fat people.
Yeah, I need you to name someone so I can show the clip and show them exactly what not to do. We have to learn.
Besides the obvious person that I was already talking about.
Which is who?
Shai West.
Thank you very much. With that being said, I had Shai on my show, and he talked about some of the things that he's experienced with his Realness with a Twist, right? And he came up and was a big part of the story. Legendary. 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000. It's no shade. It's no tea. Legendary Indigo. What actually happened at that ball? From your side of the story.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
we interrupt this program to give you a special bulletin on Chaos Talks. This show will highlight mental health and anger, how to deal with anger. This story will be about a man who is haunted by anger but is inspired by music. This is Code Blue, the story of Indigo. Yes, we will get into the things. We'll get into the things with Shai, Realness with a Twist that night and everything that happened. But right now, I need to let you know this will be a different type of episode. I love you. Thanks for subscribing. Now follow me as we go into a different direction.
all of that.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. It just doesn't take much to send me, but any little thing. Then they be stopping me. It's like the next felony I do, I automatically got to do 5.
How many times have you been to jail?
Since age 18, at least like 7 times. And it's all been for similar, if not the same offenses, which were all violent crimes. So
They're all related to the same thing. These are violent crimes. What causes them to get violent? What triggers you?
But see, this is where it gets tricky.
I just want to ask you, who is Indigo?
Okay, so Indigo is more than just a personality or a name or
A color.
a color or whatever the case may be. It fits my entire soul, I feel like.
Why?
Because it has a lot of different, because of the different meanings that it has in it, it just makes me feel connected to the name.
So when you get through, look up the Indigo children. They here. Started being born in 85. They traveled to outer space at night.
How can you tell if your child is gifted or has a disorder? We ask you that because some parents and even some doctors believe that a number of children today are gifted with psychic powers. They call them indigo children and say that some of these kids can even see the spirits of the dead. Now,
it just fits everything about me. It's like even when I look up like indigo child and like different stuff, like not just indigo the color, there's a lot of different things. And then agape means unconditional love. Unconditional love? Yeah, I have unconditional love.
We always talk about I have unconditional love.
Well, there's love of children, love of self, love of God, love of a partner. All of them have a different shape, but all of them is the same in the end. It's about sensitivity. It's about passion. It's about unconditional giving of self to another person. And there's love of humanity. That's the love that is right now needed most. Love of humanity.
It's like, before we get into your music, there's a couple things that I want to clear up as far as who you are as a person and everything about you. How many times have you been to jail?
Since age 18, at least like 7 times.
What do you think about that?
I hate it, and it's all been for similar, if not the same offenses, which were all violent crimes. So now it's to the point where even when I do get a job or, have something going, there's certain things I can't do. I can't go to The Voice. I can't go to certain shows. Like, yeah, I probably can make it on, but then if they do background checks, they'll kick me off. You know what I'm saying? I'm limited to a lot of stuff. It's like at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I feel like God put me here to do because I have no training. Nothing that I know how to do. No one ever showed me anything. I taught myself, so I feel like it's meant for me to do it. You know what I'm saying? So whether nobody likes it, I just feel like it's something that I need to do. My music,
You do.
know what I'm saying? I do it for the people, but I do it for myself at the same time.
Is it healing for you?
Yes.
Creating music
Yes.
is healing for you.
Yes.
Everyone gets angry now and then and feels like destroying or hitting something.
When we are walking in our purpose, it feeds us, it fuels us, it fuels our souls. Sometimes that we get into situations and it can hinder that. And I don't want to veer away. We're not going to veer away from. I need to understand you on this show, and I think it's a you thing, but it's also like I feel like a lot of people have these type of issues, and it's like, what do they stem from? So some of these situations, I mean, you came here to talk, right? Let's talk about it. The situations, you said they're all related to the same thing. These are violent crimes.
Feeling angry is a natural thing, just as natural as feeling glad or sorry. But angry feelings are disagreeable. They make you act and look as well as feel unhappy. But let's go back and see what made these boys and girls angry.
What causes them to get violent? What triggers you?
But see, this is where it gets tricky, right?
Okay, let's talk.
That exact question.
Mm-hmm.
When I present these things, with like even without you asking me, people that I'm around, people that I get to know, people that I'm in relationships with, my family, everybody, I let everybody in on these things of what you're asking me, and they do it anyway.
Such as?
Like doing the things that, you know what I'm saying, that trigger it. Like I will open up and tell everybody what the, or what's traumatizing for me, or what I try to not to, and they take that and then maybe not at first, but then they use those very things to get me to act like that. You get what I'm saying?
So they use it as a weapon.
Yes.
When your emotions control your actions, it affects not only yourself, but the people around you.
Yeah, y'all got me fucked up.
Pretty much.
Bitch, who?
Because not the one or the two. With that being said, no, honestly, I have built up some type of form of shield for myself, for protection, because I've noticed that.
Which is why everybody thinks I'm startled. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
the shield is what everybody, the exterior, some people don't even be wanting to speak to me because they think I'm hella mean just by looking at me. Like I have this outer shell, but like at the end of the day, I'm really hella cool. I'm funny as hell. Like I'm real chill. It just doesn't take much to send me, but I'll let you know as you're doing it. Like, hey, look, and try to like, but when you basically it's like fuck you and keep going, like that's when it kind of like it takes a little bit more now.
But
back then when I was getting in trouble, any little thing.
But emotions out of control, well, let's take a look at a slice of everyday life.
When Sierra first came out, you so much as said she was a man, I was beating your ass in high school. Do you hear me? Just like little stuff like that. I've always had like
hold on,
ticky.
hold on. That's a lot.
It is. I used to jump on people for that.
No, that's I get that, but
that's crazy.
Let's live there. Can we live there for a minute?
We can. That's
I just
old. Like I was a kid.
I want to live right there for just a second. You know that about yourself, right? So you know that was how you were in high school, right? You also are aware that that people take the things that you tell them that could be possibly triggers, and they use it as a weapon. And you know that
after high school, like I went through different channels to where I am now. At first, it was any little thing. Then starting to like communicate with people and try to like, then they still kind of do it. So now I'm a little bit more restraintful, but it's still there. You see what I'm saying?
Again, his behavior is thwarted, and a habit is being developed. A habit of allowing such things to annoy him. Jeff's losing control of himself. His thinking is becoming muddled, and he's careless in his actions. The madder he gets, the worse it becomes. Did you ever hear anyone say, I was so mad I couldn't see straight? Severe emotional stress often decreases efficiency. See what I mean?
The only thing that be stopping me is like the next thing you do, Shai, you going for 5 years automatically. The next felony I do, I automatically got to do 5. So the most you'll get from me now is like a verbal outburst. Y'all gonna have to take that. I'm sorry. But as far as me like putting my hands on people and like taking it to the next level, all that's not really called for like that. You have to really,
it's
really,
not.
really.
No, we gotta lay this right here because this is the
but
mental
you can't
part.
fault me for feeling the way if you did something to me.
No, I don't fault you for feeling the way. I feel like you have a sharp mouth. First of all, my experience with Indigo has
always been good, and I've known you since 2012.
Yeah, I've never known that he was this pop off. I never knew that. I kind of gagged, but everybody love chaos, so it's like no shade, no see.
Come on.
But honestly, I just never knew that about you, so I'm just kind of gagging.
Anytime
just
you see me, it was chill. You know
it
what
was
I'm
tea, like we killed.
Yeah.
So I never knew, but you know that, and you like, okay, I can't put my hands on people. It shouldn't be. I'm just saying to you, it shouldn't be the felony that make you not want to put your hands on people. Your mouth is nasty too. Your mouth is nasty. You know how to get a girl together in such a way where you don't even got to touch her.
Don't even have to, yeah.
So why do you feel like you need to do that?
Because I don't even like going back. I feel like I can read, but it's like after so long, it's like okay.
What's
so
up?
You want to keep hashing over it? What do you need to say?
What's
Like,
up?
like, what's next? Like, because I can't. I kind of can't. I looked into it and I can't. I tried and I can't.
I thought about it. I can't.
I researched it.
I called my mother. She called me back.
I said I couldn't.
But no, that's not funny. That's not funny.
No, but
Stop
for real.
playing. Because that's the problem. You playing this shit. You know for real. Because like, I don't want you to know.
But
Like,
since the music, I haven't really had, except for the other day, with, you know.
okay, so let's go ahead.
But I swear I haven't been acting stupid.
I just feel like we all have this thing where we feel like when it comes to ourselves, I'm so different than how I was in Detroit as a person.
I've noticed that too. I barely see you like that, but it's.
I didn't come here to play.
Your
I didn't
whole
come here to
yeah.
party. I didn't come here
From
to
the door
laugh.
as soon as you got here. Remember when you was talking to me when you was on your way up here? Remember?
I really meant it. I feel that we don't give ourselves enough credit as human beings, how brilliant we are, how much discipline, what discipline can be for us. And I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself as well, because I really work hard at it. But we say things like, oh, I can't because, or no, because I just do that because. And it's like, no, challenge yourself, because what is hindering me? But I had to make a solid choice to myself and say, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't associate myself. I have to have discipline. Yes, the sex is amazing. Yes, he has the money. Okay, but I have to. You have to sacrifice and have discipline. And so, Indigo.
That's what's happening.
Is that
I'm doing much better.
okay? We have to. We are very powerful, and I want us to make sure that we understand how powerful we are. Mental health. It's not a bad thing all the time. Mental health is like, how are we having a healthy mind, a healthy mental? It don't mean that it's bad. We just checking it. Let me look at it. You want a picture? What's that smell? Let me see.
Let me get it.
Go in there and look around. You know what I'm saying?
Take Tommy Clark there. He learned the first rule for good mental health a long time ago, about not bottling up his emotions. Now, when he works up a head of steam, he puts it to work in a useful way instead of holding it inside. When you try to do that, it's bound to come out in some unpleasant way.
With Cold Blue, right? So you mentioned something. You mentioned that you are not a gay artist. You are an artist that happens to be gay. I need you to talk about
Just
that.
specify on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want them to be like, you know, DA rapper, singer, or, you know, all of that. It's like my personal, sexual, whatever I'm doing don't have nothing to do with my artistry. And I'm not going to be saying, I don't say him, I don't say her. I'm not talking about penises. I'm not talking about, you know, even if when I speak explicit, it's not, you know, on detailed things and stuff like that. I'm just not into all of that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to be labeled as a gay artist. Period. Point blank. What I do in the bedroom has nothing to do with my talent and what I'm.
But it has everything to do with your talent, because talking about something real and love, whoever you're in love with, that inspires your music. The way that you have sex inspires your music as well. And I think that artists only, and we'll talk, only LGBT artists do that and say, I don't want to be labeled as a gay artist. With straight artists, heterosexual artists don't go into like, I don't want to be labeled as this type of artist because it's like what society is made. I don't know why we try to run away from who we are. And that's what
I just feel like I don't have to glorify it. Like I don't have to, like, that doesn't have to be present with a, you know, it doesn't have to be gift wrapped. You know what I'm saying? It's there. You know what I'm saying? If you open up the box here, there's this, there's that. But I don't feel like I have to say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like the seeking like Saucy and all them and all that. I'm not doing all of that.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I'm like, kudos to y'all, but that's not my team.
That's not your team.
I'm not
so
talking
what
about none of
this?
that. The fuck you mean?
So what about this? What about this? Just be, well, you are going to be you, because that's what you give, honestly, truly.
You know, and all
but you don't have to say, you don't have to
like announce it literally.
Because what you're doing right now is putting that in the gift wrap and saying, I am not a gay artist. That your gift, and then you don't have to do that. You don't have to say shit, and just give us music, and we'll decide. Because what happens is, when you become an artist and you become a public figure, you're property of the public. You're going to be something. You're going to be something. And so just be ready for what that looks like. But that's just my opinion.
No, that's very true. But, you know, I just feel like I have the right to, coming in, I don't want to be introduced or spoken to as such. You see what I'm saying? People can think what they want to think. You know what I'm saying? I can't control that. But I will not be announced that way, and people will not present me that way. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. Like, that's just my... what happened? I'm keeping it.
I had Shai on my show, and he talked about some of the things that he's experienced with his Realness with a Twist, right? And he came up and was a big part of the story.
I didn't really end it. Indigo ended it, but I ended it.
Well, tell me about that. What happened?
Now, legendary, 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000. It's no shit. It's no tea. Legendary Indigo. What actually happened at that ball? From your side of the story.
Oh gosh. Okay, so the part that everybody seems to leave out, which is from the very, very, very beginning, which kind of like sets the tone for why things were being done specifically to me all night. I was supposed to be on their team.
Okay,
and Lamont and them told me they had an all legendary team, so I said, you know what, Juan, I can help you find a replacement. I'm out of here. I'm going to the legendary team. Didn't wait till the last minute. It was like a week left. We got our effects made.
Wait. Cause hold on.
Okay. I was that team.
You switched their team the week of?
Like a week and a half before.
Go on.
But yeah, I was told about a legendary team, and I backed out. But I didn't wait, because for real, if I didn't give a fuck, you could have got to the ball and just gagged. That was on another team. People do all kind of shady shit all the time. I still let this boy know. There was a conversation about it, and he ended up replacing me with Malik, or whatever the case may be. That's how Malik got on the team. Shout out to legendary Malik. And I just feel like from there, it was like, oh, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We really needed Indigo, because not like that, whether people want to admit it or not, a lot of these people, besides them coming after my time, like actually looked up to me and like have verbally, you know, gave me my, you know what I'm saying, doing this and stuff like that. And I just feel like after a certain time, people start getting big-headed and feeling like they were like better than, and like started being weird. But anyway, I'm not even going to go into all that.
Okay.
So when we got to the ball, that is true what Shai said about Ken and them. They were trying them boots. Like, but when we first got to the dressing room, they act like they didn't want to let us in the dressing room. So let's start there.
What?
Y'all tried.
So who was all in the dressing room that didn't want to let them in?
The Fro team. And y'all vote down or whatever, but the Fro team was in there and they didn't want to let us in. We got in there, and when we got on the floor, there was a whole bunch of touching. There was wigs pulling and all kind of stuff. Now, when about the water situation, now no shade, I had a bottle of water and I was drinking, and this is no tea, I'm dead ass serious. I was drinking a bottle of water, and while Ty was battling, I forgot who he was battling, he did some shit and flung his fingers in my face, and I said, girl, and a little bit of the water like came out. Like, I didn't like throw the whole water. You know what I'm saying?
A little sprinkle.
Like, bitch, did you just try to like smack at me? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even on purpose. Like, I didn't know that the top wasn't all the way on.
Okay.
And it like flew out. But anyway.
So that was true.
That was when me and Ty back in the day.
As Ty's battling, Indigo threw water on Ty like that. No. Yes, he did. Right? So whenever you see that,
at the end of the day, I have a bigger background with him. Like, we've played far and stuff like that. I have a closer relationship with him, so I didn't really feel no way about that. You know what I'm saying? With the whole Ty situation. But then after me beating Ty, after me beating Juan, and Shai beating Ken, and did he beat Lamont or whoever else did he beat? If I would have beat Shai, the whole team was that. So I feel like at the end of the battle, yeah, because me and Shai was the last one. Okay. I sat just as many as your members as you sat mine, and if I would have beat you, your whole team would have got sat. So the thing was, after the battle, regardless to if I showed my hip, because I did do that. I didn't show my ass. I showed my side and tapped it and went and did look. And then you said you fucked me up. Like I said, you couldn't beat me for real with my eyes closed. Like, you still.
You feel like he's not as talented
as you? I feel like he can vote, but like you're definitely not as clean as me, and it's just definitely not as exciting. There's no shade. You dip fat and everything.
What is dipping fat?
Not quite landing it. I'm in everything. I stick to everything I do.
Wait, I need
Is that acceptable?
Tired, late, preposterous, if you will. I like you said, I'm in everything.
If I felt I had a sock on, and I
that's
still
how
fixed
my
it.
battle when I was in Atlanta, I still sweat.
And I still fixed it. I am the legendary Indigo Prodigy, and y'all dipping fat is unacceptable.
Can you give us an example of who dips fat?
Besides the actual fat people.
Yeah, I need you to name someone so I can show the clip and show them exactly what not to do. We have to learn.
Besides the obvious person that I was already talking about.
Which is who?
Shai West.
Thank you very much. With that being said, one of my good girlfriends, right? You talked about Indigo and all the shades and things of that nature, right? And so you're creating your music. You got like love songs. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes, I am.
Oh, bitch! Okay, tell us more. What is that like?
I don't want to tell anybody anything more than that. But I do have a partner.
What happened?
He's not really a part of the scene like that.
Okay,
this would be the first one too.
That's not a part of the scene.
By the way, I think I've dated maybe like 6 people in the scene. Like I've dated quite a few of you. Not all y'all can say y'all have me, but I've dated quite a few of you motherfuckers.
What?
And it's about time that I finally found somebody that was not a prancing queer.
Now, is there anything wrong with the prancing queer?
No, I'm
okay,
just kidding.
Okay.
Please, God.
No, I just want to.
I'm just
because at the end of the day, y'all see that's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all getting in relationship with these hoes, and then they walk y'all. These hoes be tripping because these niggas be letting them. I'm gonna do it again in reverse.
There you go.
These niggas be tripping because these hoes be letting them. I'll do it even different. These people be walking y'all like a dog because y'all allow it. It is not to do with their sexuality. It is not to do with the gay scene or they black or they white. You let a hoe play in your face, that's on you.
Ooh, and she gonna keep playing in it too.
That's on you. It got nothing to do with the prancing and dancing and leaning and the rocking, all that. No. I stop these people at the door. Nope. Don't call no more. Wrong number blocked. Alright, so we streaming Cold Blue.
Cold Blue, y'all. Available on all major platforms.
Right now.
Facebook, Instagram, anywhere where you can play music, you type my name and my shit's popping up. And
Tidal,
that's on
Apple
your
Music,
mother.
Spotify.
Everything.
Take a answer.
Alexa will play my shit right now.
Oh my God, y'all call Alexa. We're gonna call y'all back.
I'm always be honest. I'm gonna keep it a